Sorry, 3.5 hours. How many hours remaining if this CMR2 starts? Oh, we're all ready to go. Oh. Okay, going live with you both. You ready? Audio's on Viper. Yeah, we're ready. Amelin, knock yourself out.
Ready.
Okay, right, cool. We're live. Nice. Okay, lovely. So, hello to everybody. Welcome your faces to Colin McRae Rally 2. I am the Thebpg13, also known as Viper to my usual viewers. And with me, running alongside me in this race, is LuckY. Say hello.
Hello everyone.
There you go. So, today, like I said, we're doing the arcade percent category. It should be less than 50 minutes pretty easily. And we're going to mention bits and pieces. There's a lot of, let's say, idiotic driving from the AI in this, so it's kind of a bit RNG with what you get. But for the most part, I think we should be okay with this. That sort of thing. Right, so it seems they are ready. Are you ready, LuckY?
I am, definitely.
So you got the Class B screen, right, for novice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a transmission.
Alright. After you do transmission, you get the Class B, and that's when we'll start.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, okay, so we're ready to go. Right.
Just count down.
Ready? I don't know why I'm getting ready to split. I'm not even splitting. Right, okay. Counting down. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so like I said, this is Colin McRae Rally 2 Arcade Percent. And in this game, as you'll notice from both of ours, is that the Arcade Percent is basically circuit racing on several circuits. So the one we're doing currently, or the first one to start us off, is something called Group B class. Now the Group B class has 3 circuits: Italy, Sweden and Greece. There's a Group A which we unlock for intermediate and the expert difficulties, and those circuits that are in the Group A class are Australia, Finland and I believe, what's the last one? France. There is actually 2 other tracks as well, due to the reason it's just there's 2 alternate tracks, extra tracks that you can use in the game that you can actually drive on. But for some weird reason they're actually not used in the classes themselves for some odd reason. So the reason why we are using the SEAT, to quickly mention, I brought this up actually, I don't know if anybody was here from last Race Against Time, but I was in it as well. Again with this game, but not with Arcade Percent, that was for any percent. And I used this exact car when we started, which is the SEAT Cordoba. Now the reason for using this car is mainly because after a very amount of testing and things like that, this car is by far the quickest car. Now you'll notice on the map that I am miles ahead of the AI. Compared to, like I said, the AI is just ridiculously slow compared to us. But we should be alright, we should be able to blitz this, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, LuckY's quite good at this, actually. In fact, just to mention briefly, on LuckY's behalf, that he currently holds the world record, and it's about a minute faster than my best time. So I think the world record is like a 45 something. I can't quite remember. I think LuckY will know.
45.54.
There you go. 45.54. And my best time was like a 46.58. So, and that was us both pushing like crazy. I'm serious. We were both pushing like hell and hoping for the best. So, who's ahead? That is a good question. I have no idea. I'm literally just starting to Sweden. I think LuckY's literally just gone on the go.
Yeah, I just started Sweden as well.
So the reason for why we have, the AI is a bit RNG because you don't know where they're going to go. They're not always going to follow the same pattern. Roughly they do follow a similar pattern near enough every race. But you'll find as the difficulty progresses and, as the difficulty gets higher basically, that for the most part the cars will cut you off, the AI will become faster because there's no idiot AI driving the cars anymore. It's actually a pretty decent driver that's behind the wheel, not an idiot. But for the most part, yeah, for the most part, they're quite easy on the novice difficulty. Intermediate, we're going to see, like I said, the same stuff over and over. The thing is, Arcade% isn't very, shall we say, I'm not going to say interesting, but it's very repetitive because we actually have this Class B that we're doing right now. We're actually doing that again. And we're doing it 2 more times. And the Group A class, we're actually doing another, like, 2 times. So, yeah. So originally the plan was for me to actually use the Subaru Impreza and for Lucky to use the Ford Focus, but in the end we just decided to use the fastest car, since we know that way we'll get a bit more of an accurate reading. And plus, neither of us, funnily enough, haven't really done much derusting of this category lately, so this is kind of a bit of derust and a bit of actually proper driving, in a way. So there is actually supposed to be music with each of these stages, but just to save the annoyance, and believe me, it is annoying, to save the annoyance of the music, I've decided, obviously, in best interest, just to turn the music off, just so it doesn't sound as bad and bore people to death.
I think the soundtrack is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
for every circuit. Except UK, but we won't play on UK, on the UK circuit.
Yeah. As mentioned before, the 2 bonus tracks are Kenya and the UK, and like I said, for some unknown reason, they decided not to put them tracks into the classes, and it's unknown why they're just separate. But they're not bonus tracks, they're just tracks that you can unlock. But I find it rather odd that they made 8 tracks. Obviously they've made 1 of every country, which makes perfect sense, but then you realise the fact that, oh, hang on a minute, they made them for every country, but it's not exactly too great. It's like, yeah, I guess not that good. So last stage that we're doing, or last circuit, is Greece, and this circuit can be a bit of a pain, especially the last corner. So for the most part, we're going to be able to hopefully get through past the AI if he's not too much of a pain. Which he isn't, according to this. Just squeeze on by, nice and easy. But yeah, like I said, for the most part, it's relatively easy. You just do circuit racing. It's 3 laps every circuit. The only difference being, obviously, the difficulty gets harder and harder. But then, what else would you expect when the other difficulties are named Intermediate and Expert? But yeah, for us, it's a fun category because the reason being, and the reason why we actually submitted this category was because the thing is, we've not done too many races recently, and Arcade% is one that we actually haven't done a race in. It's just a case of, oh, you set the best time, right, okay, other guy goes faster, and so on and so on. You know, it gets quicker and quicker. In Lucky's case, he can do that. He goes quicker and quicker. I mean, it was derust at the time. But in terms of an actual race, like, believe it or not, this is actually our first race, so we haven't raced against each other at all, for the most part. Like, we've done maybe 1 or 2 races in the community against one another. However, Arcade% is not one we've done a race against each other in. The other category being Challenge%, which is pretty much RNG central, that one.
It's a lot of RNG, actually.
Especially Sweden. Mainly because if you start on the wrong side, it's a, I think, 2-second time loss or something. So
more like 3 seconds.
Ah, there you go. So it's interesting, that's for sure. That wasn't even a bad time, actually. So one thing we try and do with these circuits is, I've noticed as well, Lucky uses it. So basically, it's to keep your speed as high as possible. Now for me, one thing I was doing before was changing up every gear. So as soon as the car reached the maximum gear, I change into a maximum gear. However, there's actually certain points where you don't need to change up into the highest gear because of the fact that it's not needed. And if you do, it's actually slower because you're losing more speed, funnily enough. So that's the reason why you might not see us use 6th gear very often on some stages, and why we change up during certain races, things like that. And that is grease done for me. So the one thing...
Grease as well. On to intermediate.
Intermediate next. So now what you can see is we've got to go back and do it all again. So them same 3 races again. Yeah, you've just seen them 3 races. You've got to see them all over again. This time though, AI is much more difficult. You'll notice they're going a bit faster and we can't get them past as easily. Expert is the worst. Mainly because of the fact that if you try and get past the AI on Expert, they really get in your way. Like, they are a serious pain in the ass. By far.
The difference between the difficulties is huge, actually.
Because on Novice you can beat them really easy.
A couple of old forums that people struggled beating the intermediate difficulty, even the intermediate. Because it's actually really difficult for a casual player.
And the funny thing is as well,
Expert is hell.
It depends as well. The funny thing is, as well, depends on the car you choose. So out of the 6 standard cars, the Subaru Impreza, the Toyota Corolla, the Mitsubishi Lancer, Ford Focus, the Seat Cordoba, or the Peugeot 206, the best car obviously to use is the Seat Cordoba. However, if you decide to use one of the other cars, when you get to intermediate or expert most likely, expert actually kicks your butt and the AI are really difficult to pass, whereas with the Seat it's just about bearable, if that makes sense. So you'll have, like I said, on Novice it'll be easy to beat, can't follow them. Then you get to intermediate, yeah, getting a bit more difficult now. Then you get to expert, yeah, this is just getting way too easy. But it's still, like I said, expert is obviously the hardest one you get, by far. It is just ridiculously difficult. Yeah, if you have any questions to ask myself or Lucky, please feel free to ask them in the chat. We will answer them as soon as we can. Also, you might hear a bit of button clicking from my point of view, because my controller does do that. It does get a bit noisy sometimes. There we go.
On to Sweden.
So the controller I'm using is a Xbox 360 controller, and I think Lucky's using keyboard.
I'm playing on a cheap $5 keyboard.
What made you run Colin McRae 2? Bit of a funny story, that one, actually, on my end. But long story short, I was in college one day and was looking to hopefully get back into speedrunning at one point, and then realised that there was a speedrun of Colin McRae Rally 2, and that somebody had done one. I was like, yeah, I could probably do a lot better than him on the stages, and decided to do one, just to see how quick I was. I started on the PlayStation 1 version because I didn't bother using the PC version, funnily enough. And then after quite a few tries, I did it on PC and instantly took the record at the time, which was like a 135 or something. And it was went down to like a 127, then I loaded it down to a 126.58. Then Lucky came on the scene and started developing his runs. And then it ended up being a battle for who could be quickest. Lucky actually beat me by, I think it was like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah, just 6 seconds.
And then shortly following that, like I think about less than a week later, I ended up coming around and doing that another time that still stands now. But like I said, regarding why I ran CMR2, it's mainly just because of I played it a lot as a kid. Colin McRae is my idol, and yeah, just I don't know. Maybe I would say a speedrunning factor, but driving physics. What about you, Lucky? How did you get into running Colin McRae Rally 2?
It's kind of the same. I used to play this game a lot, like when I was a kid, playing it with my sister. And yeah, I was looking for games to speedrun, and that was like almost the only game I was good at it. So I gave it a try in speedrunning.
Well, there we go. And here you are.
Almost done with Sweden.
Almost done?
Lap.
Oh, right, you're on last lap. I thought you were actually done with Sweden, like, completely. I was like, Jesus, that's fast. I think we're about the same point, but I don't want to say yeah. Because, I mean, I'm on the last lap as well. I'd probably be about where the hill is on the lap.
Same, I just passed it, yeah.
So you're like
I think I'm like a second ahead. Second ahead, probably.
I keep losing time on the outskirts of the snowbanks. I noticed.
You're pretty much. Cross the finish line.
Yeah, you are. You're actually ahead of me by about 8 seconds. So I've only just crossed the finish line now. So yeah. And this just proves how good Lucky is. So Lucky's probably going to win this, but we'll see.
There's a lot remains still. We still got expert and the class A.
I've just screwed up. Oh, come on, please don't do this. No! Stop it! Ah! AI's just like, nope, not getting past me. Nope. Alright,
that's rough, and it's only intermediate.
Exactly. It's that first bit.
Is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, expert, wow. When we get to expert, then we're gonna have some fun with AI, trying to get past them. A lot of argy-bargy going on. Also, for some reason, I'm just taking it like proper easy with the hairpin. Slow down way much more than I should have done then. But I think Class A will be the test, really, because Class A is a lot longer. If I remember rightly. Like, if you do Class B, it's fairly quick, but if you do Class A, it's a lot longer.
By like a minute and a half.
So mistakes can easily come into play with Class A.
The circuits, I think, are harder in Class A. For me, at least. Getting a decent lap time is harder for me at Class A.
I mean, like, after doing some practice on, like, Finland and Australia and... well, didn't do much on France, but... yeah, fair to say, it ain't gonna go too well for Class A. Hopefully it should do. I can't see any problems with Class A. The thing is, there's probably, like... for us, I'd say there's, like, an 80% chance that the runs will be finished, and there's, like, a 20% that something bad can... like, really bad can happen. And that'll cause it to not go under estimate. But, I don't know. Can't see anything too bad happening. I think we should be okay though.
Definitely.
Whoa! That was close. That was pretty lucky I actually caught that then.
Alright, we are done with Group B of Class B. I mean Novice. We move on to Class A now.
Group B of Intermediate, you mean?
Yeah.
Jesus, what lap times were you posting in Greece?
51:50, something around that.
Jesus Christ. I think I was doing like 52s, and then last lap was a 53. First was like a 57 though. Ah, Australia. A track I absolutely hate because AI is such a pain in the ass.
Same, I really hate this circuit.
Whoop.
Sweden used to be my most hated one.
Yeah, and then you got rid of it.
Oh, I just fled my car. I was too fast.
Oh, good.
So yeah, don't do that. This can happen if you're too fast at this part of the track.
Is that the bit after the hill? The bumps?
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, no, see, I always slow down for that. I don't know, physics. That's all we can say, physics. Nah, I changed down a gear too much then. That sucked. Funny thing is, I was doing pretty good times on the Subaru before on this track, and I was actually gobsmacked. I was like, wow, how am I doing this well? Now I'm in the Seat, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should have just stuck to the Subaru. So, fun fact about the cars in this game, the original 6 cars that I mentioned. The reason why, like I said, the reason why we use the Seat is because it is the quickest car, and nothing is more, more truthful than a test that I conducted the other day. So, the first track that we do in this run is Italy, and on that track, the best time I could get in the Seat was like a 43 something, and the other cars just about managed to 44, like really pushing. Like, they were really difficult to try and achieve a 44 seconds, but then there was times it's like, oh, other cars were getting in the 45s, it's like, yeah, I guess that sucked. So it wasn't too great.
I actually managed to get under 43 seconds with the Seat, but just barely. It's really hard.
So it is possible, it's just really hard.
Really, really hard. You almost like have to drive perfectly.
Oh man. I forgot how bad Australia can be on the tyres, especially when the input lag as well. Yeah, so chances are LuckY's probably going to finish about 10 seconds ahead of me, but I don't mind. It is a marathon run after all.
Just finished Australia.
Yeah, I'm not even around the last corner yet.
Now Finland. This is a fun circuit. I like Finland. And it's short, so that's always good.
Oh man, that sucked. A 3... Wow, that's how much I sucked Australia. 317. Jesus, that's bad.
The beginning of Finland is kind of pain, because you get blocked a lot, even on intermediate. And the expert is even worse, but you guys gonna see that pretty soon.
Whoop! And Kurhi, hello! Somebody actually recognises me by my proper name somehow. Glad you could make it. Yeah, Finland for me took quite a bit of practice the other day, so I doubt I'm going to do anything spectacular in this. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm barely trying with half the tracks. I'll just try to keep it clean. And thanks for the good luck, Deathmaster. I'm sure we'll have good luck, hopefully, with the AI. Fingers crossed. Oh, 101 for the first lap. Jesus, that sucks. Mind you, I've never got sub 1 minute, I don't think, on a first lap for this track. Funnily enough.
A little bit hard to BH. Depends on the AI at the beginning. If you get blocked a lot, there's no chance you're gonna get sub 1.
Sub 1's pretty difficult to get. Like, on any other lap it's easy, but the first lap is impossible to get sub 1 minute.
Oh god.
You nearly flip it.
I didn't flip it, but my second lap was slower than my first lap.
That's pretty bad. I mean, you're still ahead of me, so look on the bright side. Wow, that's a pretty good lap, I'm not gonna lie. How did I pull that out of the bag? 55.8.
Damn.
That's pretty good. Come on, please don't mess this up. Ooh. Deathmaster, my game is the one that's in 16:9. Just so you know. That definitely helps which one's which. Mine's in 16:9, LuckY's is in 4:3. I don't know which side I am on the stream, I think left. So... and a 56.06 for Finland, last lap, not bad. And France, last stage.
3, 2, 1, go.
This is one of my favorite circuits.
I used to
actually.
hate it, but when you get used to it, it actually is an easy track, funnily enough. Also, you can just scrape off the AI, and it actually works too.
It works on export as well. It's really easy to pass the AI on Finland, actually. Or France.
LuckY is... Deathmaster's like, LuckY is ahead, what the hell?
LuckY is ahead. What year is this?
Nah. To be fair, I knew you were going to be ahead. You got better experience with this game than I do. Well, not... I'm not going there, actually. Just this category, I know for a fact you'd be better at me. Challenge percent would have been even odd. Like, would have been like an oddball, that one. Completely RNG based. Because that's not just about the driving.
Be more fun.
Like, the thing is with challenge percent is that not only is it all about the driving, like it is with arcade percent, but it's also RNG based, like we mentioned before, with the fact that you can have the AI just spawn on one side and you're on the other. And in Sweden, obviously, it makes a hell of a difference. So that was a pretty good first lap, somehow.
What did you get?
113.5.
That's pretty good.
I mean...
barely got a 113.
I think... well, my next lap should be a bit of an improvement. I like that, it's like, what year is it? LuckY is ahead, what year is it? Nah, seriously, it doesn't matter who's ahead. At the end of the day, it's all about just the two of us on a race. That's all it is. It's a bit of fun. It's a marathon, so it's all a bit of fun. Like, granted, we are trying to push against one another here, but just so LuckY knows, I'm not trying to push 125% against him. LuckY can go as fast as he wants. I don't mind. I'm trying to just get through. I'm doing the same as he is, you know, trying to get through the race as fast as possible. If I don't get through that quick, I am not too bothered. How much longer is this run? So we've got literally about another 6 races to do, so it's about, I don't know, 15 minutes? Actually no, because it's Class A is about 10 minutes, and
10 minutes
Class B is about 8 minutes, so about another 20 minutes.
Roughly, yeah.
But our final time should be close to the 50-minute estimate. So I'd say like 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, we should easily scrape through. Yeah, so after this it is 6 races. Also, this lap is sucking so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a 112 or something. Or 113 actually.
Damn, got a 119. Holy hell, that was good. And we're done with intermediate. Going back to Class B on extra difficulty. This is gonna be fun.
112.96, I could have messed that up. Okey-doke. Okay, championship. Oh.
RNG is quite nice so far. Nope, never mind.
There we go. Phew, I started the wrong championship. Oh, nice. I got put against the Peugeot Ford Focus. Not bad. Oh, please don't do this. No AI. No, 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 no.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh.
Like, they didn't block me that much at the beginning, then it went crap.
Yeah, they're still continuing to block me now. There you go. I got past them just before the hairpin.
Same.
It looked at the start, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get past these guys. Nope. The thing is, unlike other games in the series, or other... Actually, yeah. Unlike the any percent category, and yeah, just any percent actually. Unlike the any percent category, you can't actually tune your cars in this one. Your cars are by default set to max speed. So it's the reason why we don't use 6th gear very often, and if we do, it's usually because of a jump or something. Italy's quite a short track, so we don't even need to even go near 6th gear, which fortunately for us is fine. I don't mind that. We do use it, I think, in Sweden and definitely a little bit in Greece, but that's about it. Thing is, with Italy, there's a lot of, with it being tarmac and everything, your car tends to slide a lot, and the idea is the less amount you can slide, the better your time is going to be around the tarmac, you know, around the circuit. It's the only problem with Italy. There's a very slidey, and there's a good chance you can slide off the track completely and just into oblivion. It sucks. Like, seriously, sucks. But it's fine. We got this. Like I said, it's for a marathon, so it's not going to be too bad. And my last lap was awful for some reason. So all I've got to do now is literally just got to get past these guys, hopefully not far from the start. Changing down gears always seems to help. And also nice AI there. Jesus Christ. AI is certainly kicking my butt. Oh nice, he actually pushed me in the right direction, how lovely. Nice. How often do I stream? Used to be quite a fair bit often. Not been quite so much as of late, just because of work and stuff. But I stream when I can, and usually I do speedruns of Colin McRae Rally, the series in general. Wow, I got a 105 first lap. That's pretty bad. But yeah, as and when I can, duty dukes. Have I ever tried British car station coffee? I haven't, no. Bit of an odd question, but no. I haven't. I dare try it because apparently it's awful. Supposedly. You know what Britain's like, we don't make great coffee. You leave that to the Americans, they seem to do a better job. Supposedly. I don't know, British coffee, it's okay. Just, I don't know about petrol station coffee though, I can't really say anything on that one. Also, what I'm ideally targeting is that whatever Lucky gets as his final time, I want to be within about 30 seconds of it. Because that'd be pretty good. And I'd be extremely happy with it. I mean, like right now I'm about 15 seconds behind, so ideally what I want to try and do is not lose...
start decrease.
Yeah, I don't want to try and lose any more than 30 seconds to him. All I can do is just hope that RNG's on my side and not his, but I know for a fact that ain't gonna happen. I've just finished Sweden.
I got really good RNG on Greece. Like, I managed to pass them really quick.
Let's see how it goes for me. Just starting it now.
2, 1, go.
Right, AI is pushing me out wide. This is fun. This is fine.
Damn.
Oh, nice! I got a boost. Oh, that's pretty good. I just got a boost as well. Literally,
nice.
like the car from behind just decided to give me a slight nudge, so I got past the car in front. Managed to sneak into the lead.
55-58 first lap. I think that's my best I have ever done.
Mine's
I got
probably
really
like
good RNG.
mine'll probably be like a 56 something. Now you watch. Actually, no, maybe worse. Don't forget, this is a category you love. You enjoy it.
Yeah.
56-55, so like a second slower. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I can never get like... The thing is with this category, like I said, I don't practice it that much. Like, I've done like a bit of practice of the actual circuits as of late, just so that I can at least do some decent times, but nothing like mind-blowing or world record breaking, so I know it's going to take something and a half to beat you. Even if I de-roasted, the best I can get is like a 46 something. Also, it's going to be interesting to see what times we come out with at this race. I'm hoping I can actually do better than my PB in this race, funnily enough.
I actually screwed up a lot, so not sure.
51.84 second lap.
47.
Hopefully. 51.84 is the second lap, I'll take that.
I got a 52. That was really bad.
Thing is, it ain't that bad. Really. Like, if I did another 50, if you do like 54 or something, then that's bad, but a 52 is not even that bad. Like, that's still decent, come on. Let's be honest, that's still decent. Like, oh yeah, great. Nothing mind-breaking. Sorry, mind-blowing, but regardless.
I have only Class A to do.
And I'm
Just
literally
started
just
Class
coming
A.
up on it.
Oh god, this is awful.
52.69, that was my second lap. Okie doke. Hey, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, so you said you got like bad RNG, right?
Really, really bad.
Yeah, so
Like I just managed to pass them before the free jumps. That's really bad. I usually pass them.
I can't even get past them. Like, I'm trying here and I can't get past them. Oh my god, AI stop! No! Bugger off. Go away. Please. Right, okay, I'm gonna hopefully do that. Yes, that was a good tactic. I'm gonna keep using that tactic for future uses. Oh, right, I got him. I just about got them at the end of the free jumps. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how we do when we get to the end of the, when we get to the end of France and when the run's actually finished. Just to see, like, how crap I actually did. I'm probably like 40 seconds behind, I can guarantee it, but we'll see. Again, you can't win them all. We know this. I mean, we can like win all the races, but I mean the actual race itself, yeah. There's no way he's gonna screw it up. I know. Look.
296, second lap.
Jesus, yeah, that proves how bad I am and how far behind I am. Like 20 seconds behind.
Is like a second better still.
I think my best is a 101.
Same. 101.79.
Mine's a 101.17, but my best ever record is a 1 minute 95. How the hell am I losing so much time? I must be doing something miles wrong here. It's probably just a line through the stage. As you then again, how bad I am. Not surprised. Second lap was a 103.90, so yeah. Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Oh my god, come on. Stop sucking.
Now, Finland is probably the worst circuit on expert. It's really hard to get past by the AI.
Watch this now, you get good RNG and get past them first try.
I actually got past them pretty quickly.
There you go,
that
you
was
see?
really good RNG. I'm actually surprised. This usually never happens.
I lapped two 103.90s. The last two laps was 103.90 twice.
3, 2,
Okay, right.
go.
Yeah, that's something. What frame rate do you run at? That's a good question. Lucky. What frame rate do you run at normally? 60, 30?
60, but I can never maintain 60 FPS. This game is too demanding for my PC, it seems like.
So do you run it at 30 then? Or is it try to run at 60?
I'm trying to run it at 60, but it always drops like to the 40s for some reason. I don't know why.
The thing is, mine used to be, I have a problem with running at 50 FPS, and I realised my refresh rate on my PC was at 50. So I was like, oh, 310 FPS, way! Didn't have a clue, I was just kind of like, why is my game running at 50 when it should be 60? And I was like, oh, that's why. Also, can I get it? Yeah, baby! Nice. Sub 1 minute first lap.
I still got it too.
Aww. I was hoping you didn't. I was like, please just get like just a little over a minute. Funny thing is, my steering inputs are quite slow, and yours are quite quick, I think. Maybe that has something to do with time advantage, I don't know.
I think you play on a controller, right?
Yeah. Oh no, don't know! Oh.
I actually tried playing this game with a controller and it was awful for me, at least. It felt much better with a keyboard.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird, because this is the only racing game I play on a keyboard. It feels a lot easier for me.
Yeah, so I just rolled the car. Yeah, that's time lost. I probably got no chance of getting... And I screwed up the lap as well. I probably got no chance of getting within 30 seconds of you. Which is what I want to try and do, like finish within 30 seconds. I'd be lucky if I finish within a minute of this rate. Like, what's embarrassing is I'll probably just be starting the final lap as you're finishing. France.
Yeah,
I guarantee
I just finished Finland.
Oh my god.
Last circuit, France on expert.
Controller, please stop. Yeah, the one thing that's bad about my controller is the fact that the steering always seems to bug out. And it's just awful when it bugs out. So it bugs out, and when I mean bugs out, it decides that it wants to go one way and not the other. So it sucks. I'll still take 255, that's not bad. I mean, I've gone better, but oh well.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, I didn't change gear at the start, that sucks. No. Oh no, 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 we're not having this. AI, please, get behind me. Please, AI, please. No, stop pushing me. Get lost. Go on. Get staffed. Get staffed, man.
Oh my god, 112 first laps. That's my best one. I'm feeling it.
Also, I'm pretty sure you barely use your brakes when you do your runs, don't you?
What do you mean?
Like, you barely use the brakes on France. I'm pretty sure you do, like...
Yeah, I'm trying to use it as less as possible.
Oh my god, that's
Considering you can take most of the corners without braking.
Yeah. I don't plan on trying that, though. Yeah, probably got about 2 minutes left. I'd laugh if this was actually better than my PB, you know. If my driving in this was better than my PB, I'd actually be laughing. Please don't mess up now, controller. Please don't. Pray RNG. Sorry, bless RNG, that's it. Not blessing anything yet. Oh my god, no! Don't! I told you, don't do this. Jesus Christ, game. Stop. And LuckY's finished.
Not yet, but time is coming up very shortly.
You're a minute ahead of me, I can tell. That's embarrassing.
And... time.
That and your... oh yeah, that's something. Your menuing is pretty fast. Mine's pretty slow. I made the mistake as well of accidentally selecting the Group B Championship instead of Group A.
My first lap was insane.
Like my second lap was a 1:13.01. That's pretty bad. Should be like a 1:11 or something. Time. God, my hands are sweating like hell. 3:38. That was a lot better than I did in practice. I had a 3:41 in practice, so.
Well, GG.
Oh, God, that was nice. Well, say that, it wasn't very pleasant. My hands are sweating like hell. What was the final times? No idea. Intrigued to find out. Oh, man.
46. That's pretty good.
47.05. Wow. So my PB was better than that crap. Jesus. I thought my PB was pretty crap. I was like, yeah, that driving was okay, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. I could have been faster. Oh yeah, look at that.
Lucky Sam. I mean, on my end, I started when Viper counted down to 0.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone was saying you got a jump start. I think you're about 3 seconds out or something, but I think that's just delay. So I think yours would probably be rounded up to like a 46.24 or something, or 23. So it'd be like a couple of seconds slower, but still. Considering your PB's a 45 something.
What?
Considering your PB is like a 45 something, I suppose being about 28 seconds out isn't bad.
Yeah.
47.05 for me was pretty shit. Pardon the language, but it was. I thought it was a shit time. I mean, the 46.58 is my PB, so ideally, if I could, I should have been able to beat that. I don't know why. That's pretty bad. I need to figure out why I was so crap there, but yeah, GG, I guess. Yeah, oh, quickly before we go, I hope we're still live, but quickly before we go, I just want to give a big mention to the CMR Discord, the CMR community, and mention a couple of things. So, the thing is we've got this, obviously we've got our own Discord, and yeah, if people want to join, the link is in the chat right now. We'll accept anybody. It doesn't really matter who you are, whether you know you've never done a speedrun of it before. Feel free to join in. We're not a toxic community or anything like that. Just to get that out of the way. The times on the leaderboards are fairly competitive with one another. They look like they're miles out from each other, but really everyone's about the same speed when they get up to scratch. And we don't just speedrun like the main console versions of the game. There is also the portable games. So Colin McRae Rally 1 on Game Boy Color, this game but on the Game Boy Advance. That's got its own leaderboard. Things like that. So if anyone fancies having a crack at it, feel free to do it. Some of the speedruns don't take that long. The 100% categories do take a lot longer, but that's because they're 100% and they require more to do. But any percent for most of the games is fairly short, like maybe, I think like an hour or two at least. Things like that. But yeah, we're always open. And also, thank you to the guys at Race Against Time for having myself and Lucky. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the marathon.